Hi there everybody, Al the Doctor Who. I got the mic over there, but I'm not going to bother moving it around. I'm about to go outside and work on the car. I have to replace the struts. I'll show you them. Yeah, they look like this. It is. This is it. This is the unit I have to put in the front of the car. Now, the reason why it's so expensive is because it's an original Ford manufactured product. The product that they make now, this bottom piece here is not plastic or hard. It's some sort of. It's a very hard plastic, and on the reproduction units, they are made out of metal, so they get rusted. But this doesn't get rusted, so the rubber doesn't get messed up as badly. Okay, rubber's going to get aged no matter which way you look at it. But it's going to get dry rot. I mean, that's just the way it is with rubber. Unless they can find like a neoprene or some sort of a super rubber, that problem will never go away. I'm sure Mercedes has a grip on that. Probably some foreign manufacturers have a solution to that problem. But this is an older car, and I guess they didn't feel it was appropriate to redesign the struts. They do make them, by the way. Anyway, the thing I wanted to talk about was making mistakes. You know, I recently was viewing Shawnee's video, and I felt very, very concerned about her feeling, because I think a lot of times we all experience a sense of not being accepted, or making some sort of a mistake, or saying something that might have offended somebody, and that's probably very true for everybody. You know, it's a different story when you're doing a vlog, or should I say a blog, and you type something in, and you just don't quite understand it because you just can't see the person's demeanor, or you can't get their demeanor from their facial expressions or the way they might say something, you know, speech inflection, that sort of thing. But you know, the one thing that I have to say is that, and I'm a big victim of this. I do it to myself. You know, a friend of mine told me many years ago that I was a big victimizer of myself, and we all do victimize ourselves to a certain degree. Sometimes we pacify ourselves unwillingly. Let me put it this way: unknowingly. We might do something that's counterproductive, and I have found that it is best not to look back and let those things that happened in your past affect you. You have to see the constructiveness of it and say, okay, I've learned the lesson, and try not to do it again. You know. That can work with several things, but not everything, unfortunately. It all depends on how badly a person is hurt. You know, if a person is really, really hurt bad, they can't come out of it that easy. Of course, nobody will understand this unless you tell them. So, and sometimes they don't even give it. They don't even care. So, I mean, like, you know. But that's not the case here on VH. The majority of the people here do understand, and they do see what's going on. So there's really no problem, as far as I can see. And you know, Victoria said the same thing. You know, there are a lot of people that have enough smarts to stay out of the mix. You know. And I think that's probably the wisest thing to do. I for one, I enjoy listening to people talking about their past experiences and the ways they coped with problems they might have encountered at one time or another, because I find that to be constructive. You know, I don't think I want to fight about gender. Personally, I feel I feel that there's no difference between a man and a woman, other than the hormones and some physical things. I have found that, but this is only my feeling now. Doesn't mean it's true. I tend to stay away from the hard topics, you know, as far as religion goes, and you know, I'd like to tell you what I believe it is, but my beliefs fluctuate. My beliefs sort of like stem between God and science, so they're somehow linked together in my mind. See, originally I was very religious, so I thought I was taught to think a certain way. But as years went by, I seen that it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm more likely to believe that there's a creator that created science, and that I can buy. I can buy that. Okay, but I know somewhere along the line they have this thing they call now, well, it's not a thing, it's part of the equation, the Einstein equation. It's been discovered a little bit back. And it's the missing equation. It's called the God particle, and the way the God particle works is very interesting, and it only grabs on to the things that it will hold on to. So in other words, it misses. It's like you could look at it almost like a roulette wheel. You throw the ball and it bounces over, but eventually it'll catch something. And this is what determines our course in life. Now, there's also another thing I've been exploring, which is extremely interesting, and it's about multiple worlds, multiple what they call other existing planes. Very interesting subject, and it's been accepted by a lot of it's been accepted as a possibility by a lot of physicists, and I think it's something worth looking into, because you know, my memory is unreal. I can look back. I have what they call eidetic memory, and so I see things in like snapshots, and then it turns into like a video. But it doesn't seem to be like a video. It seems to be like a recollection of a series of things that happens, but it's like in a dream-like state. And what I find interesting about that is that I do remember that at the time, the biggest thing in my mind was, what do I do? That's the question in my mind. What do I do? So they're wondering about choice, okay? Did you make a choice, or was it predetermined already? You know, this is a heavy subject, and what I recall it so well. Anything that I look back on, like if you tell me something about my kindergarten years, I'll think about things, and I'll say, oh, I remember I was holding this heavy girl's hand, and her hand was sweaty. And I remember this, and I can remember she was on my right side, this side of my body. I remember the ring, the circle that we're in, and I remember the uncomfortableness of being around people. I didn't like to be around people. I wanted to just you know, be by myself. So I don't know if that means anything. You know, but it's an interesting. I'm telling you something about myself, because I don't know if anybody else has had this experience. So that's what I'm trying to say. So this is the long and the short of it. Don't worry about making mistakes, because everybody's going to make a mistake. It's easy to say something that you can't take back. Okay, and it's just part of what's. It's a part of now. It's what's going on right now, and that's an interesting subject. I'm gonna make a video about that, because I got some stuff I've been compiling. I need that like a hole in the head. But anyway, my shoulder is killing me. My back is killing me. and I think I've been hurting my knee because I've been on the floor with the car. So I don't know. It's not a good situation. I took some ibuprofen. I'm staying away from the Tylenol number 4. It's pretty heavy stuff. I mean, if you take it the way it's prescribed, you're like a zombie. But anyway, that's my video. I already went 10 minutes. I'm gonna try and put this up. Maybe I can. I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.